Hey there, want to know what makes you you? Is it your upbringing, your environment, or could it be something in your genes? Throughout history, people have been fascinated by the way traits are passed down from parents to offspring. In ancient civilizations, farmers would carefully select plants and animals with desirable traits like size, color, and yield for breeding. They were essentially applying the principles of genetics long before they were understood. Fast forward to today, and genetics has become a cornerstone of modern biology. By understanding the science of genetics, we've made incredible discoveries about the inheritance of traits and the molecular basis of life itself. At the heart of genetics is the study of heredity, which explores how genetic information is transmitted from one generation to the next, through the work of scientists like Gregor Mendel, who uncovered the basic principles of inheritance by experimenting on pea plants. We learned that traits are determined by discrete units of heredity called genes. Genes are segments of DNA, a molecule that carries genetic instructions in all living organisms. DNA is structured like a twisted ladder with each rung made up of pairs of 4 different chemicals called bases. The sequence of these bases determines the genetic code, which is then transcribed into RNA and used to build proteins that carry out various functions in the body. Genes come in different versions called alleles, which can produce different traits. For example, a gene for eye color might have an allele for brown eyes and another allele for blue eyes. An individual inherits two alleles for each gene, one from each parent. The combination of alleles an individual has determines their gene, which in turn influences their observable traits or phenotype. Some traits are determined by a single gene, while others are influenced by multiple genes interacting with each other in the environment. Heredity is a fundamental concept in genetics because it explains how traits are transmitted from one generation to the next. By understanding the principles of heredity, we can predict how traits will be passed down in families, and even use this knowledge to manipulate genes for therapeutic purposes. So what are some of the ways that genetics is impacting our lives today? One of the most exciting applications of genetics is in medicine, where it's being used to develop new treatments and therapies for a wide range of diseases. By understanding the genetic basis of diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's, scientists are developing targeted therapies that can more effectively treat these conditions. Genetics is also being used to develop new diagnostic tools that can detect diseases at an early stage when they are most treatable. Another area where genetics is making an impact is in agriculture. By manipulating the genes of crops and livestock, farmers are able to produce plants and animals that are more resistant to pests, diseases, and harsh environmental conditions. This can help improve crop yields and reduce the need for pesticides and other inputs, leading to more sustainable and efficient farming practices. And finally, in the field of forensics, genetics is being used to identify individuals with a high degree of accuracy. DNA fingerprinting, a technique that was first developed in the late 1980s, has revolutionized the field of forensics by providing a powerful tool for identifying individuals from biological samples like blood and tissue. As you can see, the science of genetics is vast and complex, but it's also incredibly exciting and full of potential.